Greetings, hello, welcome back to more Long War of the Chosen. With the Chosen. Looks like one of them came back for more. No, that's the ruler line. Well, that's conveniently close, I wanna say. That feels really close. Now, gotta of course see what's between us, but yeah, that always helps keeping those guys alive and probably dealing with the Chosen. Okay, gotta see what's here. We might just run one of the rebels out. So data tab, Intel retail mission here, right? We had one of those before, so just to reiterate, we're gonna try to keep as many rebels alive as possible. Try to keep the relay alive, but that's secondary for me. And yeah, just go from there. Look, it's not a very sophisticated plan.
What?
Especially rebels that have some upgrades, light them up, an extra flashbang.
So you're here.
Hello. That's really nice here. And that's also fairly nice. Can we already just snipe one of them? No, you don't have line of sight. Can you just move up and murder one of them? Absolutely. Is someone from here? And the same guy from there. Okay, cool. What else? Can get a line of sight on this guy, but that's not going to be a great shot. We could probably do something with a command. Alright, before we continue here, let's actually check that we're not being flanked here right from the get-go. So if we can wipe out this group before we engage the assassin, before the assassin comes in, that would be a huge success. Very helpful, and all of that. But really, the best cover you can get in this direction.
Nearing strike range.
We'll have to do. Also, you're not the concealed guy. You're the concealed guy. I wish that was the first time this happened. No. I just see someone in red with an SMG, and it's like, yeah, that's Bress. We can move with it. No, that's pensive. All right. I blame it on having a special voice pack there, and that voice pack not doing any whispery, hushy sounds when moving concealment. Totally no other reason. I kinda wanna move Mooney up as much as possible. Just because. Yeah, just because.
I have a bad feeling
you know
about
what?
this.
We all have bad feelings about this. Let's see if we can do something here. That's an advanced trooper. He has a grenade. So let's show him that that's usually a bad idea. Friend, don't bring a grenade to a sci-fight. A little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. Which, you know, I will say that's a weird saying, this, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, do you lie all the time? That you have to point that out, that this time you're not lying? There might be some loot here being sacrificed for the greater good, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm sure that basic trooper will not have any loot. Alright, can you finish that? Oh, what do we have here? Small inter-cache overrides for reinforcements. Probably not worth the risk unless we do it on the very last, before we kill the last enemy.
I cannot be blamed, for I am faultless.
You're just gonna have to run.
I hear you. So what?
You're gonna have to move and hopefully steady.
Let's do this.
Who are your buddy with? Maybe we forget about the steady and we use the teamwork.
You have the power.
And I think the assassin usually spawns closer to the rebels. I would assume she maybe spawns in there. That's why I want to have my cannon as close as possible, but if we need that shot to kill that last guy, we might have to do that. So you teamwork move up there, then you... non-teamwork move up here, and then you shoot that advanced trooper. Wonderful. Couldn't have done it better myself. Would just run in here, activate a second group. Okay. Well. That's a... like, that couldn't be better positioning for me.
That way.
Yeah, and some of you might drop loot. That's gonna get blown up here. I should have looked at the perks. Son of a gun has needle grenades. You should have been the last one to grenade here. Well, what do you have? Is that biggest booms? No, Seppa. Seppa? Say.
Moving on them here.
Well, avert your eyes. This might get nasty.
Frag grenade here. Many enemies killed. I'm happy to provide more.
Very sad, very sad. I like the fire. Big fan.
No problem, boss. And that's how it's done.
What terrible aim do you have? Oh, it's a scout. Lone wolf. Natural defense. Oh, he's a outright bastard here. So hang on. So Mooney probably also doesn't have a great shot. 71. I don't want to have him left alive. So one option might just be... yeah, we could just, instead of taking this 50% shot, flashbang him. That disables Lone Wolf. It's not like we need the flashbang. Flashbang. Against... oh, yeah. I still had an action on my Sonic. I could also just self-fire him. I also
Target eliminated.
made it look more complicated than it needed to be. Alright, cool.
Let us move.
Let's do the let us move.
Come on, let's go.
We've got the Chosen in our sights. It's time to take them out.
Consider yourself
Like for dinner or what?
at the very least. You will die with honor.
We just picked up the Chosen Assassin's energy signature. She's moving on the squad's position, Commander.
The end is coming.
All these perks on the rebels here. You really need to be careful who I use for scouting and revealing and all that.
Heading out.
Okay, that was easy enough. No, beautiful.
On my way.
Bring it back. Now, since we do have armor upgrades, that means all the rebels get an HP upgrade, so we can actually take one hit, maybe even two from the assassin on some of those guys. I'm not sure why you have 7 and you have 11. It's like, what? But I guess it's similar to rookies that can have vast differences in hit points. Can they though? I know you have 3 HP rookies and 6 HP, but that's the biggest difference you usually see. I'm gonna assume the last group is somewhere over there, but I so need to be aware of this part here.
Good night.
Don't see myself really doing much against the Chosen on this turn. Let's fall back. Be mindful of potential harbor waves from the Chosen.
Yep.
Already be a little bit too tempting there with 2 people this close.
Got it.
But I also need to keep in mind that I need room for the main squad to move in here, right? Especially you.
Will you not aid me in my vengeance?
And you.
You think you're in charge or something?
Let's move already.
Jedziemy z tym koksem.
Don't fall behind.
I hope you know what you're doing.
My
Alright.
eyes are there.
Okay, actually, let's move you a little bit further. And you're kind of, you know, you got a lot of HP and no perks. Which makes you a perfect candidate to be a, let's call it a forward scout.
On my way. Roger. Hold it.
Rozkaz wypatruje
The
wrogów.
elders will be done. Where I go, you cannot follow. There can be no escape.
You can do Harbor Wind from concealment. Does that not reveal her? Let's Just ablative.
Enjoy these fleeting breaths while they last. Savor what time you have left. There will be no escape.
Absolutely.
Another drill. I might be either on this spot or no, it's probably on that spot. Can we get some vision over there in a reasonable manner? That's a little bit scatter. I trust my scatter to not ruin anything. Maybe we give you a command. It means we can't cyclic into chain shot if the opportunity comes. I think having that rocket a little bit more accurate. Not a ton, you know, just a little bit from 3.5 to 1.2. Seems worth it. Hello, friend. You're telling me that I can't find a spot where I see her? One tile away from that. Here, no. No limit. Okay. I can teamwork. 2 moves and then chain shot. I would have preferred being able to 1 move. Lucky shots here? No. Let me actually, while I think about what I'm doing here, see if I can find the last enemies. I think we do the teamwork.
Or I stab you myself.
I depart.
That will not be enough to stop me.
That's some decent damage there. And she's, again, not going for the rebel back here, but coming at me. Now, that's a little bit of concern. Is it, though? So, for one, I should have a shot here now. 4 to 7. And I can go in with both barrels. The question is, do I go in with both barrels and hope that, yeah, we can probably hit 9? She will have 40% dodge, right? Because she has Infighter. Now, my own max shorty does 7 to 13 times 2. So 14 to 26. So 14 on a low roll, dodged is going to be less than 9 plus impact compensation. So I think we go for potentially not having 100% chance to hit. You know, I always say, hey, it's called point blank, not one tile off. So you need to go in there with a double barrel shotgun, but sometimes you have to make an exception. 8 to 14.
The death of an old mask shall form the foundation of a stronger.
Alright, assassin handled.
At one time, it would have been unthinkable that I might ever fall in battle. Now,
Nah.
it appears you have bested me once again.
Great job, Commander. But there's no trace of that Chosen left. I've got a feeling we haven't seen the last of them. Still, at least we ruined their plans today.
Let's hope we're not seeing them
On my way.
that quickly again. You can actually probably chill somewhere in the back. Don't want a stray yellow alert shot to kill one of the rebels now.
Watching out, OT. Not a bad idea to catch them first for once.
Good to go.
Let's go.
Finally.
Depending on how quick we find that last group, we're gonna have to fight the reinforcements or not. Those are the two options. Captain Obvious commentary, fully engaged. Found them. Sidewinder, Sector, Viper. And really on a inconvenient faraway spot. Conveniently grouping up though.
Incoming fire.
Just start that rocket. Do you have a teammate here? Team bond mate? No, so... But we could command you again, so you go in and flamethrower a bunch of them. Yeah, you can probably hit 2, maybe 3. The question is... do we risk that small intel cache? I don't think we risk it now. Yeah, if we set them on fire, we have some time while they burn, and then can risk a hack or something. A hack and hack.
I'm not being the guy
Bring it
left
a little bit
behind.
closer.
Approaching target now.
Now, when you have multiple actions, additional actions, I hate this game sometimes. It's always wise to, you know, take one blue move at a time, because even though we saw before I could reach that with 2 moves, now it's gonna take me all 3 moves to get there, and then I couldn't flamethrower. So now I have to think, can I get an angle from here? Open the door, and I guess we try it, right? This door. And we even should hit, I think, the Sidewinder's on that spot. Let me actually get some vision here. Now, obviously, this is not guaranteed to set them all on fire or to panic them, but since we have the panic talent, I think there's a very high chance to get one of those effects. Would have been nice to give you the better gauntlet though. Got one whole burn and 3 panics. I don't think we got anything on the Sidewinder. I probably should have moved you in a way that you are revealed, so they realize, oh shit, we're flanked. Make sure the Sidewinder actually moves. Well, she doesn't. The Sidewinder doesn't have any targets anyway, so yeah, she's gonna move. Yes, this has not been a sniper-friendly map.
I'm all over it.
Alright, let's make sure they are flanked. We do have smoke cover, so we don't need to drop a smoke grenade on top of that. Can we flashbang them? Technically, yes. Practically, we don't really have a position to advance to get in range for that flashbang. At least not with that guy. Left-handed, circle it around the corner here. Can you do that?
Smoke is out.
What do you mean smoke's out? Don't do that to me.
Coming.
Alright, get you closer.
I will.
We can get you on some high ground for the reinforcements.
Biegnę.
What path do you want?
Ready to go. On Overwatch.
Watching this location.
Secure that position.
So, since the Sidewinder is flashbanged, that should disable its Shadow Step ability, so we can take some Overwatches in order to protect us. Like, I don't want it to just zip around here and flank shot me here.
Sit up there, Delta.
Hey, inspection time.
Ideally, it should set itself on fire once it moves there.
Daję broń w pogotowiu.
That's not fire. Ooh! Kinda nasty one, huh? Okay.
Here I come.
I got no idea what this thing is.
So how do we want to do this? I think we're gonna just kill that sectoid, that low HP one.
May be painful.
And we're gonna throw a flamethrower on the other two again.
Asset located. Hostile terminated.
Certainly gonna put in a good word for you if we make it out of here.
Wow, what are the odds of double flamethrowering an enemy and not getting a burn?
The death of an old mask shall be a treasure-forming sacrifice.
Okay, I think no matter what, those reinforcements come in. I think even if we kill the last enemy now, we still have to fight them, I think.
Już tam jestem.
Fine. Now we wait.
I'm on it.
Take defensive
Overwatch most
stance.
guys here. I don't want to group up a little bit, so the reinforcements
Hey,
will
inspection time.
usually should drop like kind of in the center of your squad,
Not a problem.
or rather based on the center of your squad.
Got it covered.
I stand ready. Hatred must be tempered by discipline.
Alright, let's move you back here, so you're not flanked by the dude.
Heading out.
If they drop too far on the left, you can maybe slice something.
Got it covered.
Wyznaczam strefę ogniową.
Oh, yeah, that's center of the squad. Yeah, yeah, that works. Oh no, sector is still burning. Or maybe that was the sector that was burning the whole time.
All clear.
Yes, I guess we got one. Also, what was... Looked like someone was doing like teabagging the ground. Yeah, he was bumping up and down the whole time. What was happening there? Okay, so let's see if we have a second reinforcement spot to deal with.
Little pig, let me come in.
Ah, free intel. Thank you very much. Alright, cool. Two guys in here, one guy there, one guy died, gunner on 1 HP. We actually have a sniper shot. Here we freaking go.
You can't handle me.
Handle that. 6 to 8. Let's see if that's enough for that Lancer.
They've seen me.
It's not. Bring in the power of psionics.
X-ray neutralized.
Then we do some completely unnecessary overkill.
Rest in pieces.
Critical hit 32. We need to pick up the loot, because we do not automatically get it.
Fine. Let's see.
Yeah, that was worth the pickup, for sure. I'm not sure if we kill the sector now, if we get the loot, or if the mission ends actually before we do the pickup. So it would have been clearly better to kill the sector at first and leave that sentry for last, because he can't drop you.
Not a problem. Well, how about that? Status
Oh,
confirmed.
didn't drop anything anyway.
Are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
One person wounded, which was one of the rebels, which has no effect on anything, so... Retaliations?
The elders will like this one.
Going well.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration numbers are reportedly at their highest level in recent years.
This just goes to show that the Chosen are vulnerable and we can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
More phosphorus over here. Fantastic. And we should get another promotion here. It's like, wait, didn't you just get a promotion last mission? Yes, Trial by Fire. Doing work. In retrospect, might have been nice to get more people in there that get that free promotion. Cool. Happy about that. Now, he probably also has a promotion pending, since Trial by Fire should affect the Haven Advisor. I should have swapped between missions, but I didn't realize that we would get back-to-back retaliations. I think the idea was, yeah, so you have teamwork pending, promotion pending, lots of stuff pending. I'll put a new Haven Advisor in there in a second, I think. For now, we're gonna fly over here again.
Setting course for the Arctic.
But I did want to potentially bring Vivi on that mission, so let's wait for 4 hours. Okay. Let's find a squad for this. Oh yeah, Project Miranda. I think it's everybody gets -20 aim and -2 mobility. So someone who already is struggling with mobility is probably not the right candidate for this. So let's clear the squad. I think we can do one more with these two here. 10 mobility with Project Miranda. Okay. We need some firepower to destroy the relay, right? That's what I'm thinking. We can't do that with psionics. Then we're gonna bring some grenades. Because they will not, well, we're not aiming them, right? Then we're gonna bring psionic power. Everybody's waiting for a side promotion. Oof. Considering... So we do have a fairly generous timer here, right? Mission timer, as in 8 days. So I can bring you. Then we have room for one person who gets the Trial by Fire promotion. Doesn't feel super effective. Don't bring those two. Like, I don't like the 6 missing willpower here. And you already have a focus PCS. Okay, let's assume we don't bring this. Who do we have that can benefit here? The downside of bringing the Templar is we don't have money right now, and we don't have upgraded Templar gear, Templar armor, better shield, better gauntlets. Don't think we can do them yet. Let me just see. If I say Templar and... Let's say Templar and Shinobi. It's 7 days, 7 hours. Got 3 people who benefit from free promotions. You can vault enemies without any problems. Got Psionic, Fuse, Stasis, all that jazz. Got Flame Force, we've got grenades. So maybe we take this opportunity then to quickly head to the black market.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market is open.
We're still getting extra money for trooper corpses. We do have built a bunch of alloy vests things. So I think I can sell half of them. For sure. Yeah. It's fine. And I also think we're still... so Elerium cores you need in the end game a lot for all the Proving Ground projects, and once you get to Plasma, every Plasma weapon requires an Elerium core, right? But before that, it's free money, and we're still a fair bit away from that stage. Sure, Plasma grenades take an Elerium core. But that's saying, oh, Plasma grenades cost an Elerium core. It's like saying Plasma grenades cost 20 supplies. It's like, yeah. That's just the cost of doing business. Don't like smart macro. We can set a bunch of Viper corpses again. I'm still considering getting Venom rounds, because +1 damage on ammo is just +1 damage, and it's not terrible, even though some enemies are immune. And you get the poison debuff on enemies. Keep in mind though, both Viper rounds and Dragon rounds later on only have a 50% chance to affect enemies. So they're not guaranteed to poison or set fire to enemies. Yeah, 7 data pads. Oh yeah, right, yeah, we did an HQ assault. Let's ditch 3 of them. Think we get rid of the basic hacking. Keep the weapon attachments. Keep all the PCS that are left. Okay, we're sitting on 6 stun lancers. That's probably all the stun lancer fun we need in terms of corpses. This, by the way, a Liberation 1, okay. So that's gonna be respawning here in a second.
Sector 1, the Arctic.
Yes, quotes. What did we say? I want to bring Vivi. I want to bring Contra. I was looking at Yorick, and also means I don't need to buy the new gauntlets because we can't get the new gauntlets. We don't have the stun lance autopsy yet. Hate to do that, but oh. Find a facility lead. Alright, we're gonna have to set up this mission. That's kind of super important. I didn't even know if we had facilities yet. But I guess someone must have made that avatar progress. that's a really early facility lead with a decent enough timer. I don't know, we are doing Muton autopsy right now and 8 hours away. So I was thinking if we are close to getting the stun answer autopsy, I was going to wait a little bit more. But no, so let's actually set up the other mission first. Because I'm not sure if you lose, you know, the 2 hours that the Skyranger takes to fly there and fly back. And we lose that from the setup time for this. Right. Willpower is going to be the biggest issue. But this might still be good enough to go on this mission. It might actually be time here to give you a focus PCS. Even if we want like an aim or hacking on you, like, you know, Overwatch specialist. I think for now I want you on missions. No excuses. Okay. Yeah, you're still out for 24 days. That's probably... Yeah, we won't be able to fit a 5th one in here. Can we foreman this squad? Okay, I did leave 8 dudes behind here for platings, so we can just... I don't need to make them available and steal them from someone else. Can just grab them like this. I do want a Mark II Gremlin, please. And I'd really like a Mark II Gauntlet, although... Yeah, we have 2 of those. One of them is on the injured guy. Use starter mech. A little bit more fancier. Even gonna give you an autoloader. I'm a generous commander. Got shredding, we've got AP ammo. Got a flamethrower for the first group. It's a 7 to 9 mission. Yeah, I think we can do this with this squad.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Alright, finally coming back to this one for the 4th time. Alright, let's do this again. Contra. Vivi. No, what? How did I... Yeah, you really blindly click that X. Shifter. Dennis. Yorick. And who did I have left for that last spot? I think we had Aiba. So far so good. You're gonna get a better gauntlet. You have an advanced grenade launcher, that's fantastic. We need Templar armor, Templar shields. How many armors can we make available here? think we're gonna skip you for that. That's actually so. Since I sold all the trooper corpses that I want to sell, everything else gets turned into platings. This way I can actually just equip everybody here without having to unequip it from others. You get that at another scale. Bring it to 11 mobility. Okay, so we need the Templar armor, please. Plated Templar armor. And we need the shield Mark II. Yeah, I don't think that's what I really want here, style-wise. Let's go with the lazy approach of let's just import you again from the node character pool. It's not doesn't work for Templars. I think someone linked me a mod once that I needed to do that. Why don't we just have the Purge Priest stuff here and basic? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I get a kind of like that. Purge Priest British, or why do I have like a stylized Union Jack on the back here? I don't know. You got a license for that purging? We have to destroy the relay, and we have a bunch of ballistic SMGs, but I guess we can just melee the relay. Like, that should work. Yeah, we'll be fine, I think. Do we... Yeah, we should give you a nanoscale. Yeah, I'm okay with most of the mobility. He's gonna be at mobility 11 with Project Miranda, which is a little bit slow. He's gonna be at 10. Oh, that's just the way it is. Okay.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Alright, cool. So one of the biggest factors or biggest risks I often have is that after an HQ assault, I'm suddenly sitting there without any missions to infiltrate. But that was certainly a welcome mission spawn here. Appreciate that. Now, I did do a big sale, so we do have a little bit of money extra. So we could consider looking into some more facilities. It's probably worth investing into a ring at this point. The biggest problem is with the ring we don't really have enough engineers like to keep the proving ground and the ring staffed while still making some progress on those excavations, which brings up the point again, do we build a workshop here or not? So the counter argument is long term you need 7 engineers to build plasma weapons, right? So getting a workshop is a short-term solution, but that doesn't count. The workshop engineers don't count for the engineers you need to build to build your stuff, right? So you could argue, yeah, it's probably, even though it's twice as expensive, just buy engineers on the black market. But I'm also confident that we're gonna get mission reward engineers over time. Right? I'm okay with having a short-term solution, and long-term I get enough engineers from missions anyway. So I can be money efficient by building that workshop. Such a good spot here with 3 buildings that can spawn. We're gonna have 2 people in the resistance ring anyway. Really kind of talking me into just pulling the trigger and building the workshop now. Yeah. Screw the haters.
Workshop construction initiated.
And Blue Magia is gonna build the workshop for me.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
The aliens make a strong statement by fielding these massive creatures as their frontline combat units. I doubt they thought anyone would resist when faced with the alternative of staring down a muton.
I'm gonna ignore battle armor. If I had gone to build a spark, this might be good in order to get reinforced frame and all that stuff. But since we're not going that route, I think we're gonna ignore that inspiration. I want the stun lance autopsy, and then I think we want to get Illyrium research done to get the better psi arms, and then to go into coal guns. But I want the upgrades for my melee weapons here.
The advents.
Yeah, it's stun lance, exactly. A sharpshooter. Undying Loyalty. That's a nasty dark event. I don't like that, but I think it's a good timer. Too good to ignore. Hang on.
Commander,
Before we do anything
have
else.
No new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Let's do hopefully a quick training with you. Domination. I need to quickly check the side tree because I don't have it memorized. What the unlocks are. Solace unlocks Nolans. Soulsteel is Void Rift. Domination is just Domination. It's unlocked by Fuse. It's good, it's strong, but with everybody currently queuing up to do side training, I can't have somebody in here for 12 days. So just pick up Solace so that we can get Nolans for you. Right. In days 90 knots. I want to do that, but first of all I probably want to have Nikolai here as an officer on that mission. And we might even wait the 32 hours for Christina to be ready. That's still over 8 days at this point. And we can send her immediately on a mission, get more XP. Can To see if there's something more worthwhile, like supply crate extraction. Now this is our strength 4 region, so I'm not too keen about this actually. It might actually even get to strength 5 with reinforcements coming in here. I'm going to be a little bit picky. Reason being, as we had a bunch of missions back to back. We had the long HQ mission, so willpower values are still not where I want them to be to send people out again. Like, this is getting to a point where I'm okay again with sending them out. So let's just wait for these 2 trainings to complete. We set up this mission. We ignore this. I'm sure we're going to find something else also here. Like, there's still a Lib 1 that we need to find here in New Arctic. The guys got some training. Now, Phase Walk is a fun ability, but it doesn't, well, it unlocks Soulstorm, and I don't like Soulstorm, so meh. I guess we go for Stasis for you. Or we get a second Void Rifter. I think we're going for Stasis. Even though it is now the longer time, and now this is going to be blocked by the high rank guys. I'll build a second Scilab, please. Alright, let's set up this mission then. And getting another sharpshooter is really good. Really liking the sound of that. Okay, it's a very light mission. Extremely light even. So we don't have to bring a super strong A-team. But you know what? Bunch of people to carry. Psionic wants to level up. Then an officer. Who are you budding up with? 9.5. I think we just sent Wally into training, right? Just started stasis training. I still think we take the bond, even though we're not sending you on the mission together, but just to have that mentally present that that bond is now there, and we want to bring you together on missions in the future. What we're doing? VIP extract, so would be nice to have a, what's it called, shinobi here. Alright, that looks okay. Got alloy plating for you. Everybody else, well, almost everybody has alloy plating. We're not going to be able to give everybody alloy plating at this point. And I'm okay with my sniper not having one. Similar with armor. Do we have any more armors available? We've got one. Do we need alloys for the Illyrium research? And or for plasma grenades? That's the two things I don't remember from top of my head. Don't want to go back out of the mission select screen. So let's see here. You're gonna not have a vest, and you're kind of squishy with 4 HP, so that's... You get first pick on armor. You're also gonna get an SMG. We did go for protector, so you should have a protector grenade in there. Some other grenades like that. 6 HP with a vest. I mean, worst case, if we suddenly short on alloys, we can either buy some, or we could render some corpses here and there. I think I want one more armor. William Christina, although I really don't want Mooney to get any injuries. Well, armor doesn't prevent injuries, prevents death. Which, fair enough, I also don't want Mooney to die. 8 to 7 to 9 mission. Come on, get over yourself. It's gonna be fine.
Sky Ranger deploy.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
So a quick check on this. Illyrium does not need any alloys. Fantastic. Plasma nades needs 10 alloys. And I kind of want to queue that up as soon as the Skyjack is ready. Is there some rendering? Can we render a mech, maybe? The mech rack gives us 5 alloys. Let's squeeze that in between.
Commander, we've already dedicated considerable resources toward the current research project. However, we can move on to something else if you'd prefer. I can see why you would consider redirecting
Shut up,
our
Tiger.
efforts,
We've
Commander.
got 2 of our shinobis out. We've got a Templar out. Getting the autopsy of the Stun Lancer is not super high priority at this point. Jason recruited as new rookie. Do we still have that dark event active? That rookies are twice as expensive. Yeah, still 40 supplies. Oof. Jason, I want you in the squad, but with 5 psionic power, you're not really selling yourself here, buddy. I'm gonna let the Proving Ground idle for 3 hours.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
Experimental weapons is now inspired. Well, we still need to we continue that. But experimental weapon, if it still stays inspired, I don't know how it works sometimes, because we did get a pop-up just now for, hey, this is now inspired. But yeah, so I kind of want to get this in there soon. So now we can do plasma grenades. Again, it's an expensive one to start it off. 20 Illyrium crystals being like the big factor here, but we still have enough Illyrium to do the actual Illyrium research, so I think I'm okay with this.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Cool. What else? We do have an officer training slot available here. What? That's not the button I want to press. I'm considering, yeah, we're gonna wait until we complete this mission, yeah? We get a sharpshooter from this. And this might turn into a holo targeting sharpshooter that also is officer. That's kind of my immediate plan for that.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
Although Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly civilians within the city centers, it seems they have come to rely on more brutal means of pacification in the time since.
Brutal memes, huh? Okay, Illyrium is now no longer available because we don't have 50 supplies. Boo. Do we just throw in... Yeah, this is no longer inspired here. Where is it? Experimental weapons. So the only thing that I usually use, well, I always use the frost bomb if we have alien rulers, and we have a support grenadier officer who can get 2 users out of the frost bomb, right? So we want to have experimental weapons soon-ish. I also use occasionally the Hunter's Axe, but that's kind of, it's super expensive to upgrade that weapon. So that's usually some more of a late game thought for me. So yeah. And let's queue this
I'll
up.
see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
I need 12 supplies though. I might just queue this up just to not waste any research time, but I think we're just gonna fly to the black market here. Sell 1 more data pad and then switch to research to Illyrium.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market is open.
Yeah, let's do exactly what I said. Tigan's gonna be like, well, but we invested so much time already in that other stuff.
This new project takes highest priority, Commander. Once we have something to report, I'll notify you immediately.
For the Arctic territory.
Dude, you need to send a more concrete turnaround time, right? You can't just say, yeah, I'll message you when you get an update. Say, no, I'll message you when you get an update, but I'll also message you on Friday, you know? Something like that. Alright, we do not want lead by example here, because it makes no sense. So let's get Collector. Well, depending on what mission comes up, now whether we've tried the fire, we want to see you in the fields. But Collector is really strong to get even more intel rewards.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Okay.
I had high hopes for the resistance.
Raising attacks? Well, you gotta attack something to graze something.
My focus, all of my efforts have been rewarded. I am reinvigorated. You should only hope that I find you before the others do.
Oof, they're both doing that. So that they select a region and that region does 20% less. So that's kind of super annoying. If I get my resistance ring and I staff engineers there, will that retroactively reduce the duration? Who do we even have? Just Paulo, the Sergey. I mean, it's, yeah, no point sending a bond pair unless you have bond level 2, which is why I kind of also want the training center soon, but, you know, we only have so much money. Get a hero back in 7 hours. Maybe you could go on that covert action. Yeah, I like that idea. And with that, though, we reach 100% on the Operation Swamp Knife, our foreman mission, to get an early facility lead. Yeah, we're gonna do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.